Hey everyone, it's Tim from YourSixGaming. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to change or replace your thumbsticks on your PlayStation 5 controller. So let's go ahead and jump the video right now. So your thumbstick on your PlayStation 5 controller is damaged like this one on my PS4 controller. You can see it's peeling back. Now, it's very easy to go on Amazon or eBay and buy a new thumbstick and then simply replace it. So the first thing we want to do, once we have our new thumbsticks, we want to open up our controller. So flip it over and use like this little thin piece of plastic or maybe your thumbnail and just lift up on the bottom of your controller. And this faceplate should come off. Now let's go ahead and peel this back. It'll pop off. And then let's put this to the side. Now, we want to remove the R1 and the L1 buttons, the top ones. And just get a thin piece of plastic like this. And then put this in the middle. And then just lift up. I would try to avoid using anything metal like a screwdriver or anything like that in case you are to damage the plastic. So just a heads up there. So let's remove this one, and this will expose 4 different screws. One here, here, then 2 on the bottom. So let's remove all those right now, and this shouldn't take too long. Now I am using a magnetic screwdriver, so the screws stick to them, and it won't fall back into the controller. And I would avoid doing this on the carpeting, because if you are on the carpeting and you drop one of these screws, well, it's going to be completely lost in the carpet and it's going to be very difficult to find. So try doing this on a countertop or like on a hardwood floor. So if something drops, you can easily see it. So we got one more screw here, and the back cover is relatively easy to remove also. So got all 4 of them out. Now flip it over here. Look at the headphone jack. There should be 2 latches, one here and here. Just simply create a little bit of separation in here with your tool. Or even if you have like a guitar pick laying around, just put it in the space right here and create some separation. Then go to the side here. Once those latches are unlatched, create some separation right here and just pop open any of the latches on here. Just like this. And then you should hear a pop. Good. Now take off the back cover. And this should just lift up over the triggers. And boom. Now we can see the inside of our controller. Here's the battery. So we want to take out the battery now. And if you're very careful, you can just pull up by the wires and it should come off. Do not pull very hard, because this may actually pull out the wires and your battery will need to be replaced. And then you'll be watching a new video for that. Now let's take out this middle screw here on the black piece. Alright, so this is out now. Let's put this screw to the side. Then there's one little ribbon cable down here for the microphone that you want to connect. And this piece may disconnect from that black board, which is fine. Now pop this off. Then you have 4 ribbon cables you want to unplug. So you got one here, here, and here, and here at the top. So let's do this blue one first. So that was easy. Sometimes that blue one can be a little bit difficult to get off. And then the side for the triggers, I believe. And then you got one on the bottom here. Boom. Now using your thumb, there is like a little latch here on the side. And there should be one over here as well. Usually if you just get one of these latches and you push it in, this board will pop up. And then it should come off. And then just feed everything through the opposite side here for your thumbsticks. And then flip this on over just like this. And here are your thumbsticks now. Now simply lift up and boom. Now you can easily replace your thumbstick. So if you have one that looks like this, well, it's easy to replace that. And then put your new one on now. And watch how it's aligned here, because it only goes on one specific way. So just look at it and align it. Then push it down. Make sure it's clicking and it's on. Alright, so that's in now. Now let's feed our thumbsticks back through this hole once we have that taken care of. And watch out for those 4 ribbons cables and make sure they're not under the board and getting stuck. So let's get the ones on the side unstuck. And then you got the one on the bottom. And this one's being a little bit difficult. So let's unstuck this one. There we go. I got this one over here now, and then the one on the bottom. Make sure they're all in front of the board. And not getting left behind there. Okay, so I got everything in front now. Now we want to make sure the board is kind of lashed down and it's not going to be moving. So let's get this blue one up in front here before I go ahead and do that. Perfect. See if it clicks and latches down. So that seems to be good. Now reconnect everything. And it's going to be a lot more difficult reconnecting everything and getting these back into place than it was taken apart. So I got the top blue one on. And let's do the side one here. Alright, I think that one's on. Now let's do this one over here. And get this one on as well. And it's very easy putting back the controller together. And let's do the bottom one too. Well, I got a chance here. The bottom one's the easiest. These 2 side ones I think are the most difficult. So let's see if I can get this. Alright, so that one's on. That went in a lot easier than it's probably ever have. Now let's put this black piece back on. Let's screw this down. So this side should be on the bottom here. And then take that one screw that we used before. Here's my magnetic screwdriver, it's still on it. And then let's screw this down and make sure it's tight against the board. So screw this back in, just like this. Alright, that's sitting pretty good. Now take that little piece that we disconnected earlier, and this little black piece may fall off on it. It's just like rubber, just put it back on. Doesn't have to be perfect. You'll kind of understand if it does fall off, how it goes on. Let's put this back in first. Alright, almost got it. Alright, now you kind of have to feed it, like there's a small little latch on the back side here. You just have to feed it through. Honestly, it's probably not a big deal if it's not in there as well, because it's just a speaker. It's just a microphone, I should say. Boom, I got it like the first try. This is amazing. Now let's put our battery in. So here's our battery. The QR code should be up. Now let's just put it in. And the battery will only go in one specific way. Good, so just make sure it's aligned. Take your back cover, let's put the back cover on. And I'm just going to align it with the bottom here with the screw holes. You can see all 4 of them now. And then just push it down, it should snap back on. Boom, you heard the clicks. Now you have 4 screws to put back in. So let's put those 4 screws back on right now. And then I have the R1, L1, and then the face cover to put back on as well. So let's put the screw in. So I got 1. Let's get the second one in. And it's really easy taking apart this PlayStation 5 controller compared to like other controllers I took apart, like the PlayStation 4 controller. Then I had the Razer Raju Pro controller for the PlayStation 4 that I took apart. That was quite a bit more difficult. The Xbox One controller. So I'm really happy with this PlayStation 5 controller. And it's pretty good so far. I love this controller. The triggers work so great. Now here's the last screw. And we should be good to go here. Now let's put the R1 buttons and the L1 buttons back in. And these will just simply snap on. So you can look at it. So this is the R1. And here's the R2. Let's put it above it. And it should just snap on here. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Just have to align it correctly. Sometimes I get the side wrong. So just look at the letter and you should know which side it goes on. Boom. Now let's take this face cover. So align the two little holes right here and put those under the touchpad. And this should snap down. And then push it down here by the headphone jack as well. And that is how you replace the thumbsticks on your PlayStation 5 controller. And it only took me 10 minutes and 27 seconds. So hopefully this video did indeed help you out. If it did, go and leave it a big thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel down below for more tech help videos coming up next on Your Six Studios.